Did you know that people who eat breakfast regularly are less likely to develop diabetes and heart disease? Or that your morning meal directly impacts your energy, focus, and even your weight? When I discovered these facts, I knew I needed to transform my relationship with breakfast, and the results changed my life. Have you ever wondered why your mother always insisted that breakfast was the most important meal of the day? For years, I dismissed this as just another parental myth, like don't swim after eating, or sitting too close to the TV will hurt your eyes. I was that person rushing out the door with just coffee in hand, proud of my intermittent fasting, or simply too busy to bother with food before noon. Then my doctor delivered news that forced me to reconsider everything I thought I knew about morning nutrition. The warning signs had been there for months. The mid-morning headaches, the inability to focus during important meetings, the inexplicable weight gained despite my regular exercise routine. When my blood work showed my glucose levels dancing on the edge of prediabetes territory, my doctor looked me straight in the eyes and asked a simple question: "What did you have for breakfast today?" "Just coffee." I replied, the same answer I'd given for years. Her response changed the course of my health journey. "Your body has been in starvation mode every morning for years. No wonder it's holding on to every calorie, and your brain fog is getting worse." That conversation launched me into researching the science behind breakfast, and what I discovered was nothing short of revelatory. The benefits of eating a nutritious morning meal extend far beyond simply satisfying hunger. They impact nearly every aspect of our physical and mental well-being. When we sleep, our bodies continue to function, burning calories and using nutrients. By morning, we've gone without food for at least 8 hours, hence the term break fast. During this fasting period, our glycogen stores, the body's primary source of energy, become depleted. Without replenishment through breakfast, our bodies switch to conservation mode, slowing metabolism and holding on to fat stores. I was particularly struck by research from the Journal of Nutrition, showing that breakfast eaters consume fewer calories throughout the day compared to those who skip it. Contrary to what I'd assumed, skipping breakfast actually leads to weight gain for many people. This happens because extreme hunger later in the day triggers overeating and cravings for high-calorie, low-nutrient foods. When I started eating breakfast, my midday vending machine visits virtually disappeared. The cognitive benefits proved equally compelling. Our brains run primarily on glucose, and without a morning refuel, mental performance suffers significantly. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that children who eat breakfast perform better on tests of attention and memory compared to those who skip it. Though I'm no longer in school, I noticed a difference immediately in my work performance. Complex problems seemed more manageable, and my creativity flowed more freely during morning brainstorming sessions. What surprised me most was discovering breakfast's impact on mood regulation. The connection between food and mood isn't just about feeling hangry. Breakfast helps stabilize blood sugar levels, which directly affects our emotional resilience. After adding breakfast to my routine, colleagues commented on my improved demeanor during early meetings. The constant irritability I'd attributed to not being a morning person had more to do with my empty stomach than my personality. So, what makes an ideal breakfast? Through trial and error and more research, I discovered it's about balancing 3 key components: protein, complex carbohydrates, and healthy fats. This nutritional trifecta provides sustained energy without the crash that comes from sugary breakfast foods. Protein is particularly crucial, as it helps you feel full longer and provides essential amino acids for muscle maintenance and repair. Studies show that high-protein breakfasts reduce ghrelin, the hunger hormone, more effectively than high-carb options. I found that adding eggs, Greek yogurt, or plant-based protein sources like tofu scrambles made a tangible difference in my satiety levels throughout the morning. Complex carbohydrates deliver the glucose your brain needs while providing fiber to slow digestion and prevent blood sugar spikes. Whole grains like oatmeal, whole wheat toast, or ancient grains like quinoa make excellent breakfast foundations. The fiber component proved especially beneficial for my digestive health, a benefit I hadn't anticipated but certainly welcomed. Healthy fats, once demonized in nutrition circles, are now recognized as essential for brain function and nutrient absorption. Adding avocado to my toast or nut butter to my oatmeal not only enhanced flavor, but also helped me absorb fat-soluble vitamins and kept me satisfied until lunch. What I found most liberating was discovering that breakfast doesn't have to fit the traditional American model of cereals, pancakes, or eggs with bacon. Many cultures embrace savory breakfast options that are both nutritious and delicious. Japanese breakfast featuring miso soup, rice and fish. Mediterranean breakfast with olives, tomatoes, and feta cheese. Or Middle Eastern spreads with hummus, vegetables, and whole grain flatbreads all offer excellent nutritional profiles. For those concerned about time constraints, I learned that breakfast need not be elaborate. Simple combinations like Greek yogurt with berries and nuts, whole grain toast with avocado and an egg, or even a nutrient-dense smoothie can be prepared in minutes. I began prepping overnight oats or egg muffins on weekends for grab-and-go options during busy weekdays. The key is planning ahead rather than trying to create culinary masterpieces while rushing out the door. Perhaps the most profound change came in how breakfast transformed my relationship with food throughout the day. By starting with a nutritious meal, I found myself making better choices at lunch and dinner. Research confirms this pattern. Breakfast eaters typically consume more fruits, vegetables, and fiber throughout the day while consuming less sodium and added sugars. The metabolic benefits extended beyond daily energy levels. Regular breakfast consumption has been linked to improved insulin sensitivity and better glycemic control. For someone like me, teetering on the edge of metabolic issues, the benefit alone made the morning meal non-negotiable. 6 months after implementing consistent breakfast habits, my follow-up blood work showed normal glucose levels for the first time in years. Sleep quality improved as well, another unexpected benefit. The relationship between nutrition and sleep is bidirectional. Poor sleep impacts food choices, but food choices also impact sleep quality. By stabilizing blood sugar throughout the day, starting with breakfast, I found myself falling asleep more easily and waking more refreshed. Even more compelling were the long-term implications. Research from the American Heart Association indicates that breakfast skippers have a higher risk of heart disease and stroke. The mechanisms aren't fully understood, but scientists believe skipping breakfast contributes to insulin resistance, elevated blood pressure, and unfavorable lipid profiles, all risk factors for cardiovascular disease. As I integrated breakfast into my daily routine, I noticed subtler benefits too. Morning meals provided an opportunity for mindfulness before hectic workdays. Taking even 15 minutes to nourish my body became a form of self-care, a deliberate choice to prioritize well-being over the false productivity of rushing. For those considering building a better breakfast habit, I recommend starting small. If you've been breakfast averse for years, begin with something light, like a piece of fruit and a handful of nuts, gradually working up to more substantial meals as your body adjusts. Pay attention to how different breakfast compositions affect your energy and hunger levels throughout the morning. It's also worth noting that breakfast timing matters. Research suggests eating within 2 to 3 hours of waking optimizes metabolic benefits. This window allows your body to make the most of nutrients while supporting healthy circadian rhythms, another factor in overall health that I hadn't previously considered. A year into my breakfast journey, transformation has been remarkable. Those mid-morning headaches? Gone. The afternoon energy crashes? Significantly reduced. My weight has stabilized, my concentration has improved, and most importantly, my health markers have returned to normal ranges. What began as a reluctant doctor's recommendation has become one of my most valued daily rituals. So if you've been a breakfast skipper, I encourage you to reconsider this powerful meal. The science is clear. Breakfast truly is an investment in your daily performance and long-term health. Start tomorrow morning. Your body and mind will thank you. If you found this information helpful, click subscribe to join our community of health enthusiasts making simple changes with profound impacts. And I'd love to hear your favorite healthy breakfast recipes. Comment below with what works for you.